What's up, guys? Sion. And what I'm going to do right now is basically talk about support. And support characters are pretty important in this game. And a lot of times in China and Taiwan, even, they're ignored. And I'll always say it's a mistake. I can always tell when somebody's going to be a blitz team and basically whittle them down, because if you can take the hit from a blitz team is basically useless. So let's go in. And what we're going to do is basically talk about support characters. Now, support characters are healers and CC characters. And we're just basically going to talk about each one down the line until we run out of characters. Alright, so the first support that I have right here is Kurenai. And the way Kurenai basically works is Kurenai is going to either shield you or protect you from things. And she also eats chakra. So you see the Genjutsu mirror guarding right there. She's going to shield one person and give them a shield based on her resistance rather, which is pretty cool. And she also heals with that unless they're on fire, because if they're on fire, you get nothing. So you guys already know about that with healing. The third skill trait right there, the chakra inhale. Whenever a chakra skill enemy produces an effect on you, team, you get 50% of that. That's pretty good. That gets you a lot of chakra. It actually works pretty well in ranked battle. If you're that particular team in ranked battle gets attacked, there's plenty of chakra to go around, because she's basically going to take that chakra, well, 50% of it anyway. So then you also have a passive, which is Genjutsu mirror return, and transfer the first debuff receive, which is also good in ranked battle. It's also good in arena, because most people have like infliction type of teams in the arena, so she's gonna screw people pretty hard with that, like especially when they're trying to immobile you or something like that. They'll just end up immobiling themselves, unless they have something that, another thing that's good that I want to point out is sometimes people will actually have multiple afflictions in one combo, where they'll throw away like the fire or the poison one, but nail you with their immobile. So definitely that might be something else that you might want to think about too. But she overall is a very good ninja, and keep in mind that she's a skill break ninja, and she gets even more OP. She gets a Tachi legendary type of OP later on, so this is just something to think about. So I'm actually going to talk about a little bit about Guy, because Guy is an attack support, and the main reason for that is because he has the buff, but he has the hot-blooded guidance, which works the same way as the Ambu healing. And he's not really a support character, so don't get me wrong, he actually is supposed to be a frontline character. He has a high defense rate, but that hot-blooded guidance makes him actually pretty good for support, so you can actually use him that way as another way of healing, especially with Lightning Man. You can just use him, so you don't have to use Ambu healing and use something else. But this is just that. Just wanted to point that out. Alright, so Kabuto is your quintessential defense healer that good healing output overall. Like, he has the dead soldiers, which pretty much puts a little bit of a shield in front of you. It's not all that great. The clones don't last that long, but something. The double healing jutsu, heal 2 ninjas with the lowest life and disperse 1 debuff. It's pretty solid right there, and he receives double medical effect. So definitely think about that. And the human experiment is good for a couple of characters. Human experiment is good for all of the curse seal characters, and for Sailor Sakura. It's extremely good for Sailor Sakura, because he causes damage to her, and when she gets damaged, she gets up 5% of her attack. So that makes it good at like a ranked battle situation, when the longer that team is up, say like with a Kimimaro and Sakura, and even a Kido Maru, that is going to be very dangerous and beneficial for you to keep that team alive as long as possible, to the point where they can't be killed and they kill other people. It's definitely nice. Let's go in. We have Tsunade. Tsunade is a very good offense type healer. However, when she gets skill breaked, she becomes literally the best all-around healer in the game. She's offensive and defensive and just a powerhouse overall. Her mystery skill basically turns into a heal that heals one person for like 1,000 to 2,000 health, but then heals 4 people at the same time. So nastiness. And then her passive heal will now heal all 4 people, and I'm not sure if it gets rid of 2 debuffs. I have to research that because I don't. It doesn't look like it is. Maybe it's bugged or I don't know if it's bugged, but it doesn't look like it gets rid of 2 debuffs when it's 4. But whatever. When it's skill breakthrough on the neurotoxin, the chaos lasts a whole lot longer, and she gets a critical like a whole lot longer. And then the same thing with her chase, it becomes a 2 chase, and she can now do that twice around. So she becomes like just ridiculous, man. That's like literally like the best overall all around healer in the game right there when she gets like that. Even better than the whole Hokage version, which is weird, but hey, I'm feeling it with the skill breakthroughs. Alright, so Jugo Kudo. Jugo is weirdly like he's like low key like one of the best in the game. He resurrects people, he heals 2 people twice for a good amount, gets rid of all the debuffs on him. He can chase twice, which is pretty good, and it works with like anvil healing and hot guidance. His soul absorption takes 20%. Recover 20 points and 10% life every time a unit dies. So even if you focus him, if he's not burned, he can heal himself back again. And then the Rinnegan, basically, the taijutsu defense, it increases, basically the taijutsu. So like normal hits on him do less. So like he pretty much is a very, very tanky, good healer to have. Definitely a ranked battle because he's gonna bring somebody back. Especially if you get him some good resistance. So I've been working on that too to get him up. So he's definitely a healer that like most support and healers are good. Not all of them, but majority of them. All right, Sailor Sakura, the one. Well, I use her a lot. Her poison extraction jutsu heals for a lot. It's based off of ninjutsu. It'll cancel all debuffs, and pretty much she just cancels all the debuffs and just, hey, take this 15 to 2k heal, and it gets even better over the course of time. Her Katsuya attack, where she throws out that slug, when she's ramped up in ranked battle after being hit a few times and then taking some of Kabuto's surgery, she can start smacking entire teams, and it's crazy because she can wipe out the Earth main shield on the whole team by herself, which is just wow. Her Cherry Blossom Clash actually hits pretty hard, and her quick healing, even though she only does it once, like one person, she actually can do it twice around, which is pretty good, definitely pretty good. And her reserve seal, like I told you guys before, it gives you 4% of the life when you're actually attacked, so you get 4% life when you get hit, and on top of that you get 5% attack each time that you're hit. So she's one of the more offensive attackers until Tsunade breaks through and she's better than her, which should work like that, but yeah. Alright, so the next one that we have up is Karin. And Karin is again an offensive type because her great perfume spray basically is going to poison up to 4 enemies, as you can see right there. And her taijutsu attack is alright, but her quick healing, same like just like Sakura, she can do it twice around on the lowest, but she only gets to the 1 debuff, which is kind of like meh. And she doesn't really do anything else support wise. She has 2 chases, which is pretty good. She has the kick chase, and then she basically has the perfume spray again. That's after 10 combos, so she's pretty good early on in the game as like somebody extra to add on poison to, but I kind of left her alone over the course because she's supposed to be support, and I could just put other people there for support over her. That would work out a whole lot better. Now another attack supporter, even though it's not like really all that great, is excuse me, I'm just whatever. My throat is like failing on me here, but I'm gonna try to struggle my way through this one. Al, he pretty much does like a shield, and it's a little bit supporty, but he's like an attack supporter, so he kind of like it would be like an 80-20 type of thing, and then he has the clone, so it's definitely something that you think about. And almost forgot, Erika is just like that. He puts a shield out on all Konohana Ninja, and that's pretty much all he does support wise. Everything else is just he puts a shield and damage. I'm sorry, ninjutsu and attack. So he puts that on ninja, and you can definitely think about that. It's good to have him out there in ranked battle. Just another guy out there buffing to make your team stronger. You can put him together with Hashirama. I can't find anywhere to put him right now. At my ranked battle team, I would have him out there, but I just really have nowhere to put him right now, which is unfortunate. I'll figure something out later, probably. See anywhere else? Tsunade doesn't count. Jugo is a attack supporter too, pretty much because of his power of the curse tag, which at the beginning of the combat increases taijutsu attack and ninjutsu attack of all curse tag units in the team, and apply a shield based on your own resistance. That's very supporty for the curse seal people and very good overall. So definitely something if you have like curse seal teams, like if you're using Tsunade out there, for some reason the game wants me to use her because they keep giving me parts. She's up to like star 4, as you can see. This is normal Sakura. I kind of don't use her, but when you skill break through her, she has like the highest heal output in the game. So there's that. She's typically the same as Sailor Sakura, so there's really no reason to explain her again. Let's see who else. Keep on going down here. 1010, the normal version, she has a critical buff that makes her have some type of support, but it's up to you when it comes to that. Ino. Alright, so Ino is interesting. I wouldn't use this version, but her double healing, Jutsu heals 2 ninja with a full his life and disperse. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. And she has Mind Jutsu, which she attacks the low. In the beginning, she lowers the defensive resistance of the front enemy, which is okay. But again, I wouldn't use this version. I would use the Great Ninja War version. But you know, if you want to go out there with like if you want to go out there with like a crowd control team, you can do that. You can put her together. I don't think I put Shikamaru up here. I'm not a fan of crowd control in this game. Oh, I almost forgot. May has support too. Let me point that out. Almost forgot. She has support with her vapor style barrier. I don't rely on it, but her charm is also support because it causes increased damage to male characters of 25%. Same thing with Hashirama. He has a wood style merges, and he has the Ninja God passive, which is also support. And where is it? Normal Gaara has his at his mystery skill, but these are like attack supports, they're not true supports, but I still have to mention them. And the other Gaara is like that too. Now Katsu Te, he's a tank support guy, because he at the beginning increased the shield of 6 bodies for earth and fire attributes in your own team based off of 40% of your resistance. So that's like basically he's an earth type, and here he is, and he has the same type of barrier basically. Alright, so let's go back down. Alright, Haku. He has crystal mirrors, increase the attack of 40% of ninja with water attribute from your team, as well as your dodge rate by launching a barrier when used again, cause ninjutsu based on the enemy low float. So this is pretty much for the water ninja. So definitely, he's okay, and he gets skill books later. So I wanted to see what they were about, but China kind of screwed me out of that. So kind of won't be seeing that. As far as attack support, Anko has it too for the 5-star. Increase the attack and ninjutsu for all fire attributes in your team by 40% by launching a barrier. They use the barrier again, it's going to cause damage and interrupt the enemy team. So that's that. I believe this is taijutsu. Some of the seal guys, they all work with seal. Yeah, this is all whatever. But Jiroba, like these two are whatever, but Jiroba, Earth style, Earth prison, and increase attack 40% by Earth attributes by launching a barrier. Again, same type of thing. Baki has some support in him as well. He pretty much has the power of wind. Increase ninjutsu of each ninja when attribute in your team by 12%, and before each round lower. That's kind of like a debuff. That's not support, so we won't even talk about that. Shizune. All right, Shizune is attack support as well. She causes her prompt skill basically causes poison into the entire team, which as you can see it says it could be overlap. But I thought most poisons could be overlap, but I don't know why they needed to say that for that one. Her healing jutsu heals one ninja for a life on your team and spurs 2 debuffs. Now it's a big heal, not like a super big heal, but it's big enough that it's pretty cool. She has poison expert, significantly increased damage caused by debuffs to enemies who are suffering from the team from them. So that's pretty good. Like she could kind of screw you a little bit with water main, like that kind of hurts. And increased healing to all ninjas in the team by 24%, can overlap with other ninja healing tips. So there's that. So you can have like Kabuto out there with her, and then like that'd be some nice healing with them, which I've seen people do that before. Not recently, but seen people do it. The Kakuzu. All right, so technically this is a support. However, like I'm talking about the mystery skill. His mystery launch a barrier to Tsunade and increase 100 chakra points for your team at the beginning of each round. Now that kind of is, but again, as a barrier, like I said, barriers can go away. But he's like literally the only person in the game that could do that right now, like that, which is scary. He just gives you 100 chakra every round. But hey, bro, I heard you like chakra. Here's some chakra, and yeah, and he has the magic rotation to heaven and earth, which makes him immune to all debuffs. So he's just gonna smack it back at you when you get him to the skill break version. Yeah, GG. Just GG. We're gonna talk about the legend of Itachi later. Let's see. C. He's like the quintessential support. Like he's like everything, like support everything, and that's kind of like why I think I don't like him. But he causes blindness up to 9 lightning ninja, which is like whatever, because screw your team too if you don't have a lightning team. He causes blindness on his normal attack, or a chance to. He does have healing for each action. He'll run the ninjas with the lowest life once. He don't even do it twice, dog. And disperse 1 debuff. Like what? Like give him something else, dog. Like please, like hook C up, man. Don't make him like so one-dimensional. Anyway, whenever the chakra skill the enemy produces an effect on you, obtain 100% of that chakra. Now that's good. That's good. That's actually double what Kurenai does. So that's pretty good. And then the power of lightning increase the resistance and defense of each enemy with lightning attributes on your team. So that's good as well. All right, now she's technically not support, but her prompt skill, if you look at, causes earth and water attribute damage, slowing down the enemy team. In the slowdown state, the enemy will start the action at the end of the round. So that kind of screws people, because anybody who's faster than you, including, especially since this is a prompt, they will automatically go last. So you'll be able to do whatever the hell you want to do to people, as long as she gets that prompt off and they don't stop her. Sucks, because I've actually died like that a few times when I was like, dog, why am I not attacking? Like his team just went nuts on me. This went ham. And she can attack twice, which is just nasty. Then she has the earth style, and she has 2 chases, I'm sorry. And it's gonna hit, like she can decimate the team, man. Like she can really decimate a team by herself, which is pretty interesting. You know, she is a Kage in the future, so I guess. Yeah, I guess. Anyway, you have the power of earth, which gives you 12% for each ninja with the earth attribute in your team. So if she starts smashing and going through all that, like she just really becomes really a big ass problem. Like a big ass problem. Alright, so Heidan, nope. And we have Fukuro Kurumo, which is pretty much the only thing that he has is increase the fortune for the coming year at the beginning of the round. Which is like, yeah, whatever. But and Tobarama is next, and Tobarama is an attacker, and he does have at the beginning of combat increase the taijutsu of the team and ninjas for 5 rounds. So the inheritor of the fire will. It's nasty. It's nastiness. You go ahead, Toby. And then you have the Genjutsu, which is an infinity darkness jutsu at the beginning of the round, cause blindness to 2 enemy individuals for 1 round, which is pretty good. All right, so then you have Tsunade, which is the Hokage version, fifth Hokage. She has the multiple healing jutsu, healing 3 random enemies, and has a chance of healing 9 to 12 in your own team, and disperse one debuff. Now, the reason why I said the other Tsunade ends up a little bit better because she's going to heal people regardless. It's not a chance of all healing all the people in the team. She just does it, which is just OP-ness all the way around. And like, it's not going to be 9 to 12 units, but you know, that's still pretty good. Her overall healing throughput is 45% to for ninja in your team, which probably puts her at a good healing advantage. But for some reason, she doesn't heal a lot with the multiple healing jutsu, so I kind of like, I'm a bit confused why they did that. Like, couldn't you just have just stuffed it and gave her a different passive? But I don't know. Her Paradise on Pure Land, she does like a chase attack. She only does it once. She does the Chaos Critical with the same round. So she's good for ranked battle. Like, you throw her out there in ranked battle and just let her do her thing. She also hits pretty hard. Now, he also has a passive as far as support. Defender of Konohara, which is this is Hiruzen, you know, third Hokage. Begin the combat, increase resistance of all ninjas in your own team by 40%, 50%. Increase the resistance of ninjas in your own team by 40% for 5 rounds. It's pretty good. I mean, like, if you get all these Kage out there, they're gonna buff everybody. That's this craziness. Like, if you get him out here and Hiruzen, Tobirama, Hashirama, and Minato, like, geez, like, you just super buffed. Anyway, he does nothing. Sasuke does nothing. Chiho does nothing. I believe you don't do anything. Yeah, you don't do anything. They suck. Oniki. Alrighty. He has particle style barrier. Launch a barrier world limitation. I don't know, why do they call it limitation? Yeah. At the beginning of the combat, increase attack and ninjutsu for all ninja, earth, wind, and fire attributes of your team by 40% if the barrier is activated. That is good. That is good. That sucks for lightning, but it's good for everybody else. Oh, it sucks for lightning and water, but earth, wind, and fire is nice. That's nice. That's a good deal of ninja right there that you could put together with him. That's not limiting at all. All right. So this is also he's a little bit support because he has the Genjutsu Mirror Return, which is pretty much the same thing that Kurenai does. There's no other support for him. Denso's mystery skill is kind of support because it applies Tsunade to a selected enemy unit for 1 round. Make the ninja under this Tsunade void death and immediately recover 80% of life when taking fatal damage, which is basically like an instant resurrect. Then he also has Koto Amasukami, which is a barrier that at the beginning of the combat increases the attacking ninjutsu for all ninja of fire and lightning attributes in your team of 40% if the barrier is activated. Causes 1 chaos to the enemy individual each round. Now, I must say that Denso is not that offensive. However, his normal attack hits like a truck and his chase does. So you definitely want to make full use of that because he does attack, repulse, and knockdown, which causes mobile. And I'd be damned if that chase it hits hard, very hard. So take full advantage of that, man. His passive is Ambition. Recover 10 points and 6% of life on the case of the enemy unit's death. Triggered 6 times at the most for each round, which is pretty much what Jugo Kudo does. Very good. So he can be kind of like in the back over there, just chilling, and just come in, spank on somebody's face real quick. And then if they kill somebody, he can bring them back. Why not? All right. All right. So the only thing to support that the Animal Path has is pretty much the Rinnegan. We know about that. Dari does have one. He has the Gale Star Barrier, Thundercloud Void Wave, Launch a Barrier, Lightning Cloud Wave. At the beginning of combat, increase attack and ninjutsu of 40% by all lightning and water attribute ninja on your team. Very good. Each one attack by oneself each round. So, yep. If it's out there, make use of it. When and if I actually get him, I'm gonna throw him out there in the place of Hashirama and my normal team, just because Just because he's gonna work well. And he's gonna buff Sailor Sakura and Kimimaru. That's just for now. That team is not gonna stay like that, but that's a very good team. All right, so another attack support. This is taking way too long, but the attack support is at the beginning of combat. Increase shield of 6 Akatsuki. Excuse me, characters from your team as well as ninjutsu and attack, which makes it pretty good for the Akatsuki ninja. And she hits good overall. And she's a skill break character who becomes badass and can freaking hit, as you can see, up to 9 people in a team when she skill breaks through. So yeah, GG. Alright, so this is a bit of attack support that's a little bit different. His mystery skill actually debuffs. It's not really support, but he debuffs, so he'll take like those earth main shields. Like if he attacks the team and he's just gonna wreck and take everybody's debuff. And at the beginning of the round, as you can see there, he has the kendo instructions. To get in the round, increase the attack in ninjutsu of up to 9 sword bearing ninjas. So if you put him together with lightning main, with his buff, like that's a pretty good ish right there, man. You might get in there and you might get Kimimaru's spot, you know. I'm thinking about that. All right, so Pain Gakido, his seal jutsu is pretty much apply a shield, you know, pretty much a support type of thing. He has before every action, he can cancel a layer of debuffs on the team. Like he kind of like is just a debuffer overall. He has the same taijutsu going on. Killer Bee 7 Sword Thug is basically a buffer, so he is considered support. Selected ninja in your lineup. Excuse me. They can perform 1 extra standard attack each round, and this cannot be lapped. So it's pretty good. He's immune to interruption for 2 rounds, which is, I guess, like, what is he interrupting though, other than saying yo? I guess. And that's pretty much about it, other than the Tail Beast Instructor at the beginning of the combat. 50% resistance shield and 30% ninjutsu and attack. 2 up to 6 Jinchuriki. So I guess, you know, the other 3 are like assed out. Alright, so I think Sage just does, he just does like the chakra thing. Increase chakra points before each round. So that's pretty much all he really does, which is good. Sasuke Playboy actually buffs females, which is just sounding all types of wrong when I say it, but at the start of combat, increase taijutsu and ninjutsu attack of up to 6 female ninjas, and then apply a shield to them. And I'm just gonna move on because that sounded dirty. Ino, and as soon as I say dirty, I land on swimsuit Ino, but can't help it, man. Support. Now this is where it gets a little bit more interesting. Healing 2 ninja with the lowest life in your team, of course, the same one just like before. Each male ninja on your team with this guardian right here. Why? Whatever. Each male ninja on your team increases the resistance to defense of each of them by 20%. So is that like they all got hard to looking at her and they just got a buff? I'm just saying. Like, that makes no sense. And then why is it called guardian? You guarding that? Whatever. Must be guarding the breast. So anyway, Minato, the Hokage version, pretty much, he gets the Hero Konoha at the beginning of the round, increases the resistance of all ninja team by 40%, 5 rounds, and increase own combo of each action. So put that together with Hiruzen and then the other Kage too. See what I mean? Like, just super buffed all the way around. This Shikamaru, he pretty much, his mystery skill is recover 60 points of chakra for your team. Like how you recovering chakra? He reading the freaky book. I'm like, alright, so Enma doesn't do anything. Alright, you actually do. At the beginning of each round, battle, before each action, summon a life puppet, and based on the life value. Now see, these puppets technically is not considered support, but here's the thing. Every unit that causes ninjutsu damage to the puppet and the defeat suffers some chaos. So it's kinda. It is what it is. You know, it's like kinda. But Foundation Guardian at the start of combat, increase the shield of up to 6 bodies with fire or lightning in your team by 40%. He has like no chase, so I'm kind of like not interested. I like people that actually do stuff, but it is what it is. He's okay, but if they don't have any chase, I'm like, bruh, and I'm like, no. All right, so this is we just have, I don't know why that's coming up, but that's basically like my maintenance, so ignore that. So pretty much increase the attack and defense whenever healing rate, so that's pretty good. That's his own type of support. But recover life when you're on team, because it's chakra. That's kind of like, he's kind of a selfish support, kind of just being greedy with it all. This really is a support, not really at all. Yeah, he's not support at all, but he does absorb chakra, so his attack absorbs chakra, and his extreme jutsu absorbs chakra, so I guess you can make him like attack support. It's kind of like a whatever type of thing. He again just has the Rinnegan, and Chojiro has the power of water, increased jutsu damage and attack with water attributes in your team. Sage Naruto pretty much has the increased chakra on point before each round, so that's good. Mabui, she's very good at support. She has recover chakra points for each action, can be triggered twice in each round, so she's almost like never ending chakra. And at the beginning of combat, increase the shield for up to 6 excuse me, up to 6 ninja bodies with the water, lightning and water on your team based off your own resistance, which is very good as well. I want her for my ranked battle teams. Sasori no, Itachi no, and Pain Gerudo. Pain Gerudo does have one. He has the Rinnegan, and again he has the Genjutsu Mirror Return, which is good as well. He also absorbs 40% of chakra with his mystery skill. So side no. Kakashi, yes, because Kakashi for whatever reason he needs to read a book too, so he significantly increases ninjutsu and attack of attributes when life is full. I guess you get confidence from reading books like that. Hidan is kind of like more of a selfish type of thing. He's just gonna nuke somebody. And I think the last one is, yeah, the last two, he doesn't do anything. It's Pain Tendo, which pretty much Pain Tendo, he benefits more from having the rest of his Akatsuki ninja out there, but he's typically not support at all. And you have this guy, which is basically like he has the power of significantly increased ninjutsu attributes for all ninja in your with full life. So like I just never liked this, because you just don't have that when you don't have full life anymore. But he does have like the increased chakra in the beginning, so there's that. So that's all the support and attack support, defense support, and everything else, for you to think about. Have some fun with it. Figure out which ones you want to actually use. This is how you mix and max and do a good team. I did not mean for this to be as long as it is, but sometimes it's just like that. So bottom left is going to be more of Naruto Online. Bottom right is going to be the MMO show. Top right is going to be Lady Legacy. Top left is going to be a random video. As always, hit that notification bell so you can get more videos and the notification squad. Peace.